Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is our Beast Tamer Bard build, episode 307, and we are in Derek's Sunhammer secret outpost, and I think we're ready to head in. So we're gonna see how. Oh, I say we're ready to head in. Sela is not on her horse. Get on your horse, Sela. What are you doing? What is this life that you're trying to lead here?
I'm prepared.
Okay, let's send in
This is where I
a sneaky adamantine golems, you say? Well, let's just bring her back out. The return to the Legion afterward was so good. It did feel good. It was also just kind of like a lot of fun to, you know, it was fun to see the characters do their thing with the Xanathar, but also have the Legion go and do their own battle, and part of the Legion's success be dependent on the characters, the players' influence. Like, they gave the Legion a lot of magic items and ideas on what to do when assaulting Skull Isle, so I tried to really factor that in, and it was very, very neat to me, or it felt neat. It felt as if the players thought it was neat to see the results of their participation in that, so that was really fun.
Here we go again.
All right. Let's just fucking run in. Yay! Time to fight some golems. Okay. Getting on in, getting on in. I wonder what these golems are going to be immune to something. What are they immune to? Immunity to magic, period. Wow. They're just straight immune to all magic? Really? I think that is correct, but let me test that. We're gonna hit with a scorching ray. Yes, it is immune to all magic. Fucking game. Oh.
I will resist.
Okay. I guess move in and shoot because you can't do anything else. I mean, that works. One golem down. Do an inspired heroics. Yeah, we have incredible might shared. Good spire. Sela coming in. I do need to double check and make sure the weapon that she is using, the brilliant energy, does not harm undead or constructs. So she needs to be using not the brilliant energy scythe. Who the fuck is using, what's his face? Where's no one?
Into the fray. No glory without risk.
Who's using Finian? Right? Equipped by Sela. What? Okay, that's weird. That's what I was thinking in my mind. I was like, isn't her the scythe that she's been using the Finian scythe? But it feels weird that it's not titled. There's nothing here that's like, this is Finian, the talking weapon. You know? Weird. Huh. Alright, well that's fine. And swap back. I love the glow on that scythe, it's really cool. Urky Durky.
I will prove my worth. This is where I shine. I sense something. I finished here. Is there more? I will follow my dream. I'm glad I was useful to you.
Got a puzzle. Lights. Judging by the empty gem-shaped slot, this mechanism is currently missing a piece. Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Cool.
Something is not right here. I sense something. I finished here. Is there more? I finished
You
here.
tell me. You're
Is
the
there
one
more?
who's the trap whisperer. Oh, if there's more.
Something is not right here. I can do this. I will defend my dream.
Who saw her? I don't know that anyone has seen her actually. I think it might have just auto-combated us. That's fine. Whatever.
Guide my blade.
Okay, no dice on that. Start shooting.
Stealth.
Not bad. Just risked a lot of attacks of opportunity there. Yeah, this is trying to run me away.
Damn you!
Bad.
Struggles never cease. This is where I shine.
Ah.
I'm glad I was useful to you. Each step is a new journey.
Nothing crazy.
I'm prepared. I sense something.
He senses secret loot. A basic crate club. That really secret loot worthy? I will say, difference between, for me, between, like, Pathfinder and something like Pillars of Eternity. I enjoy perception in both games because I just like seeing shit. I like finding secrets. Just something that I really like. But in Pillars of Eternity, it generally feels better when you're like, oh, I found a secret, because it's almost always a unique item or some good components. In Pathfinder, a lot of times it's just extra stuff. Like, not to say that that's bad, obviously, right? But like, it can often
Something is not right here.
lack the overall oomph. Oh, at least it's bringing the whole party in. No, it brought Sela off her horse. Dang Nerbit. Master Derek looks just as friendly and polite as he did on the day he welcomed you into his jewelry shop in Dresden. His attire is still rich and exquisite, but it now features a gem-encrusted symbol of Baphomet. A grotesque shadow hovers beside him, a demon, perhaps the same one that stole the jewelry at Elon's wedding. Ah, the victorious commander and his valiant companion. I was so certain that you had been swallowed up by the abyss. Oh well, life is full of disappointments. Nope. Sela is not off her horse. She just didn't move. Everyone else moved. Sela did not. Cultists are so talkative these days. Why don't we skip the heart-to-heart and get down to business? Is that what's-her-face? Or is that just a random Lily, too? Mythic Greater Kalavakas Marauder. It's a lot of, like, modifiers there. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Okay. The demon at Master Derek's side laughs nastily. Why, valiant paladin? Don't you want to know who you've really been dealing with this whole time? He's not just a cultist or a demon worshipper. You're talking to the Grand Master of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. Well, I saw Nocticula kill Baphomet. Your lord died at her hands. I am fully aware of the Lady in Shadow's capabilities. Forgive me for being blunt, but you have not told me anything I don't already know. I do not mourn my master's temporary demise. His defeat is nothing more than a setback. We may be forced to retreat, but like the tide, we will always return. However, even the permanent death of Lord Baphomet would not sway me from my beliefs. Do you know why the Abyss is so beautiful? It spawns new beasts to replace the old. It sustains itself in an endless cycle, the unchanging sum of chaos and evil. It will never cease to exist. His voice is a mixture of zeal and admiration. If Lord Baphomet meets his end, I will simply find myself a new master. I have some questions for you, Grandmaster. Ordis Babodari. You can ask whatever you would like, and I might even answer. But you don't need to address me by my title. Though it sounds formidable, it is purely honorary and places no obligations upon me, which suits me perfectly. So you were the one who led the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth into battle? You might find this surprising, but no, that was not my role. The dwarf speaks with surprising candor. Demon generals like Jerabeth and Manago have rendered my services unnecessary. They are the ones who lead the troops in the World Wound. I realized that I could not compete with them, so I moved away from military operations, began to focus on my own intrigues. And it is thanks to those schemes that our paths have collided. Okay. Don't you steal my boy. You're bad. You You're doing it willfully now.
He doesn't know words. He's stupid.
He needs to be brushed.
Brush him.
I'm in the middle of playing a game. Okay, I'll brush him. Useless.
This is your boy. Your job is to brush him and clean his poop.
My job is to brush the boy.
And clean his poop.
That's my job. What about feeding?
I'm talking about for the boy.
Oh, so I have many jobs. Just for the boy, I have to do the brushing.
Your hand?
Yeah.
I feel like you're drooling.
Really likes being brushed.
Gross.
Okay, boy being. Stay. Position. Gotta make this as difficult as possible. Oopsie brush. Does it? All I can hear is the blare of the music.
That's so much fur. Man.
I want to get the spot on his head. Or neck. Face if you don't quit boil bean.
Bye. Oh.
Has to have his face involved in something. Ah, how's it going, Lime? Ah. Oh boy.
Y'all brush for bed? Odie, look at that! That's ridiculous.
I could do more, but I'm tired of brushing him. Tonight's offerings, a big old ball of fur.
Odie, we can back it.
Very soft, I will say.
Because he's off
He is one of the softest boys.
people would kill him to make mittens.
The English would, definitely.
I would kill him to make mittens.
Well, yeah, that's because you're a little weird. How's it going, Lime? How you be? Got fur all over you from your Siamese cat a few hours ago? That's... I don't begrudge my boy. You get fur everywhere, but I still love him. I don't like it when he tries to hold my hand, though. Like, when I pull my hand away, he'll be like, no. Grabby.
Go bed.
Hey, Grabby. You gonna go bed? Gonna leave your papa after he do that? Got that pup. He's like, I wanna touch. Oh, hey, gentle. You're gonna hurt yourself. You always hurting yourself because you scratch too hard. You're scratching too hard. All right, let's continue, shall we? Why are you stealing souls? Isn't the answer obvious? I wanted to spread terror throughout the city, and I could use the souls as leverage to coerce people into doing my bidding. I spent years developing a reputation amongst Mendevian high society. Everyone knew who I was, and my work was in high demand. Then, slowly, with almost surgical precision, I distributed the demonic jewelry. I knew when to sell someone a useless bauble, and when to give them someone something special. When I ordered the demons, then I ordered the demons to act. All of the jewelry had gemstones that were designed to ensnare souls. I told the demons to capture the souls of the jewelry's owners and bring them to me. All across Mendev, dozens of mortals were suddenly trapped. All of their friends and loved ones were left alone with their grief. They held the lifeless bodies of their children or their beloved and clung to the hope that maybe someday there would be a way to bring them back. And that's when I struck. I threatened, I coerced, I offered hope. I did everything I could to tear down your crusade from the inside. If you'd stayed in the abyss a little longer, even a couple of months would have sufficed. You would have had an altogether different welcome waiting for you. You would have returned to find Mendev engulfed in civil war. I mean, it kind of already is. That's one of the things that we're having to deal with. I've met all kinds of monsters, but none of them have been this full of themselves. Oh, brave, brave paladin. You know so little of this world and understand even less. What are you yelling about? Huh? Up, chip. Alright, who's the demon standing next to you? The demon cackles gleefully. You don't know me, but I know you. We've met several times. Except I was controlling the body of your friend, the nimble but empty-headed Curl. Ah, gotcha. It's been a very long time since we've seen him. How did Sela, Curl, and the others get involved in all this? It was all the result of a rather absurd series of coincidences. It started when a certain knight, burning with love and passion, came to buy a ring for his bride-to-be. He was willing to pay quite an exorbitant sum. Now, I don't normally waste my time with mundane, ordinary folk. However, his ardor and the strength of his love, along with the fact that he was one of Iomede's nauseatingly righteous lackeys, made him irresistible. So I decided to craft him a ring with the demon inside. I took great pleasure in the thought that someday he would realize he had given a deadly gift to the person he loved most. He would have to live with the knowledge that he had doomed his beloved to a terrible fate. Well, thank you for the valuable life lesson. I can assure you that this nauseatingly righteous knight has taken it to heart. I thought you were a master of intrigue, cold-blooded and cunning. You're not clever or cunning, you're just cruel. There's nothing special about your schemes. They're just an excuse to hurt people. You thought this was a side quest, but it looks like you hit upon a much more of a major player in the war. It definitely sounds... So, yeah, right? It is a side quest. It's a character side quest, but they are making him out to be a pretty big deal, which is kind of interesting, right? The more you talk, the more I want to kill you. Every word you say brings you closer to your inevitable demise. But I haven't even told you the best part, brave paladin. The most ridiculous coincidence of all was the halfling Curl. Did you know my Templars recruited him? He's been our informant for a long time. You're lying. Not at all. The condemned provide an endless supply of recruits. They're easy targets. What they lack in quality, they make up for in quantity. We recruited Curl when we were preparing for the attack on Canobras. If it's any consolation, the fool quickly grew disenchanted with Baphomet's cause. He refused to spy for us, but gave him a good scare and he gave up. We barely had to torture him at all. He continued to spy for us, but he dreamed of escape. He clung to the hope that someday he could run away. Not just from us, but from the Crusades as well. He wanted to go far, far away, where no one would ever find him. And then one day, by complete chance, he found out about the ring that Master Derek gave to the foolish knight Elon. The ring I was hidden in. The demon chuckles maliciously. The idiot thought it was some priceless artifact. He thought that if he stole it, he could sell it and use the money to start a new life elsewhere. He went to the deserted camp, grabbed the ring, and gave me his lovely, agile body, as well as the chance to have a good laugh. It was so amusing to pit the valiant paladin against her brave knight friend. Give us back the souls. No, fuck that. I'm not letting you. Absolutely, I'm not gonna click that. It's time to die. Let's fucking do this. It's time we put an end to this whole affair. Look at your friends, brave paladin. Look at the commander, the Crusade's greatest hope. You have led them to their deaths. Really? You think so? Oh, well. He did start strong, I suppose. Mythic Lilitu, you're getting charged. Oh, we're all fatigued now. Yeah, well. It's fair, I suppose. Okay. Who dies first? How much does she have? She has 450. Yeah, pretty close. Okay. Lilitu, no more. What does Mr. Sunhammer have? Got an AC of 57. Not bad. Not impossible, though. Alright, we're going to go ahead.
Guide my hand.
Okay, let's throw up a Inspired Heroics. And then I'm assuming he is immune to mind altering. But we'll double check. Magic missile, force strike, frightened, shaken, electricity, negative, fear. Okay. Drop a overwhelming presence. Derek Sunhammer will saving throw failed. But this guy succeeded. He rolled a 37. Wow, he barely succeeded. Very cool. Okay. Sure. Ah, succeeded. Ooh. Yeah, unfortunately, he has a very high fortitude saving throw. Derek Sunhammer has gotten to do nothing because he is afflicted with overwhelming presence.
Into the fray.
Very cool. Let's do a firestorm.
On it. See, go.
Ooh. Derek Sunhammer evades. Nice. Good on him. Okay, let's get a bunch of these.
Make your peace.
Oh, right. She sees through the mirror images. Ooh, well, maybe not. Let's throw out a... How was last week? It was good. Had a good time. We went to Galveston, to the beach. It was nice and pretty and blue ocean the day we got there, which was really cool to see because it's typically not like that. And immediately, like 2 hours later, it stormed horrendously, 60 miles an hour winds, which was cool to experience in its own right. And then we got to watch as the storm went out into the bay, and we saw lightning strikes all over, which was also really cool to watch. And then as the storm dissipated, we saw a massive rainbow across the Gulf, which was super cool. Never seen anything like that. And then the rest of the time, it was just kind of beach as normal. So, really hot days, very bright, very sunny. Had a lot. We went to and did a lot of events. Saw dolphins. Went to aquariums and things like that. So it was a good time. It was a nice, relatively relaxing reset, in which nothing bad happened. That's kind of like my concern about vacations is a lot of times when I'm done with a vacation, I feel like I need a vacation from the vacation. But this one, and normally that's because either there's something stressful about the vacation, or something goes wrong, or there's just high tension from it, or what have you. But this one was not like any of those, so it was a good reset. It was very, very fun. Thank you for asking. I need to hit us with our rejuvenating poem. There we go. Hell yeah.
You're irrelevant.
Did he just force punch? Excuse me? Oh, that's the Soroka. Casts Force Punch. And then he just starts swinging with a light hammer. And that's 90 force damage off of the Force Punch. Charges your successful melee touch attack deals and cause it. Okay. Wow. That's a lot of damage to come out of this. I don't really understand why we're getting multiple ticks of things, though. That's his actual just damage attack. Here's a Force Punch associated with that. It does 90 damage off of that, maximized. But then he gets 2 other 20 force ticks. Oh, it's 24 sticks. It's in the line. Okay, so that wasn't to Bismuth. Wow. Well, Bismuth got rocked. When that demon hit you with the fire blast at the start, I was thinking that Ember might be quoting Rubicon's when she used her own poor technique. Let me show you had stun. That's not bad. That's pretty solid. Hey. Unfortunate. All right, let's get some attacks in here. That crit causing multiple attacks to come out was pretty rough. Master Derek Sunhammer is gravely wounded, but he does not lose his composure. He remains calm and dignified in the face of death. It seems I've made a mistake. I should not have fought you. Still, I do not regret taking the risk. He turns to Sela, and there's a malevolent gleam in his eyes. You may have the commander by your side, but look at yourself, Paladin. Look at those you've taken under your wing. Derek's mouth twists into an unpleasant smile. Your friends are a thief, a coward, and a stubborn oaf. You couldn't unite them or inspire them to great deeds. On the contrary, you made everything worse. Yet here you are now, blaming me for everything that's happened as if it's all my fault. Somehow I am responsible for all of your woes. My evil plans and schemes have ruined your lives. You believe that if you could just rid the world of evil people like me, it will become a paradise. Life will be fair and just, and everyone will be joined together in the bonds of friendship. He bursts into wheezing laughter, and then falls silent forever. Nice. Sela stares at Derek's lifeless body. She's breathing heavily, but you can't tell if it's from the intensity of the battle or if she's simply overwhelmed with emotion. Is it over? Have we removed the evil? Why, that cultist scum. Even on death's door, he's still spewing venom. Janna pauses as if she's had a sudden revelation. Wait, we won, right? We've completed our mission? Her eyes light up with excitement, and an incredulous smile spreads across her lips. It doesn't matter. He tried to poison our souls, but his words mean nothing. He is lost. Commander, Sela, I spoke harshly to you before. I said things that I regret, but I should never have doubted you. This victory would not have been possible without your help. Part of the original email. Oh my goodness. Sela listens to all of this in silence. Then she turns to you and there's a question in her eyes. No, I don't agree with him. I absolutely blame the man manipulating events from behind the scenes. Right, like, is Sela perfect? No. Did she do something actually wrong? No. Right, like, could she have handled certain things better? Yes, but this entire time she was perfectly fine. Don't pay any attention to him. He's a cultist. Why would you believe a word he says? Sela smiles grimly. Yes, you're right. We'll discuss this later. Let's rescue everybody, shall we? Sirocco is still just fucking going in the background. I think this game could really use, from a cinematic standpoint, because this is an audio issue, personally, right? From a cinematic standpoint, when a battle ends like this, right? Kill these effects. There's no reason for Sirocco to be howling in the background the entire time. Also, music shift. The music for Pathfinder is awesome. It's got a great OST. They really did a really good job. But when the battle's over, take us off of this super powerful raw battle theme that you have going on, right? Like, it's pretty intense, and it makes conversations after the fact a little when they don't need to be. Thela picks up the bowl of jewelry and pours the contents into a pouch. Inside the bag, the gemstones gleam ominously. We have the souls. I'll keep them with me until we reach Dresden. Let's go, Kajak. I don't want to stay here any longer. Oh, I do.
You call?
There we go. Sirocco done.
I finished here. Is there more? I'm trusting you.
I don't know what that was. Ooh, unidentified amulet. Amulet of Deep Roots. This amulet grants its wearer a +5 natural armor enhancement bonus to armor class, kind of whatever. We have, wooden, nope. I don't remember what it's called. It's right here. Orc skin. I was gonna say wooden warriors because of dominions, but that is not this game. It also grants its wearer immunity to bull rush and overrun combat maneuvers, as well as a +3 competence bonus to AC against huge and bigger enemies. That's neat, but not really something I think we care about too terribly much. Derek Sunhammer. Cloak of Resistance +5. Ring of the Renowned Artisan. This ring grants the wearer a +12 competence bonus to Knowledge Arcana skill checks, and a +5 bonus on checks to craft potions and scrolls. That's kind of neat. Ring of Protection +5. Ring of Natural Armor +5. Ring of Headband of Vast Intelligence +6. Belt of Physical Form +6. That actually is something that we might use. Royal Chain Shirt, Potion of Blur, Alchemist's Fire, Cure Moderate Wounds, Hammer of Masterpiece. Enhancement +5 and Finesse Wielding, and apparently a wall of fucking text. Okay, so this is why he wall-upped. Okay. Whenever this +5 light hammer lands a hit against a target, it deals additional force damage depending on whether the target has an amulet or rings equipped. If the target has all 3 slots equipped, it suffers additional 3d10 force damage. If the target has 2 of the slots equipped, it suffers additional 2d10 force damage. If the target has only 1 equipped, it suffers an additional 1d20 force damage? What the fuck? And the wielder of this light hammer can 3 times per day use the weapon's ability to support themselves or allies. If the target has all 3 slots equipped, they gain a +3 circumstance bonus to attack and damage rolls for 1 hour. If the target has 2 out of 3, they get a +2 to attack and damage rolls for 1 hour, as well as 1 additional attack per round for 1 hour. Interesting. If the target only has 1 out of the 3 slots equipped, they gain a +1 circumstance bonus to attack and damage rolls, as well as +2 additional attacks per round. However, equipping or removing amulets or rings also removes the bonus. That is a very, very, very interesting hammer. That has an interesting effect to make it useful in combat for someone. Right? Potentially doing additional force damage is quite nice. And it has a very unique and flavorful buff effect that you can kind of like, do you want more attacks or do you want more attack bonus? That's very cool. Red gem. We have a red gem. There is something unusual about this red garnet. Its size and cut suggests that it was used for a specific purpose other than decoration. Okay? And jeweler's notes. Chalcedony is a gem that is often overlooked. Its color evokes the pale blue hues of deep snow, much like the warm yellow glint of amber brings to mind the fiery leaves of autumn. A skilled jeweler understands the seasonal qualities of these colors, but does not shy away from rearranging them. Why not start the year with winter and then move to autumn? And why shouldn't autumn flow into spring? Summer can be the last season, the one that reverses the flow of time. Okay. A weapon that penalizes the target for wearing equipment. That's unusual. Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. So that is basically a combination lock to the thing that we saw
I
earlier.
will follow my dream. I shall not be swayed from my path.
Not be swayed from my path. Okay. We're gonna head over here and see what's what about this. But we will have to figure out what that is, what's going on with that on the next video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed. We will see you next time for more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.